So right now I'm looking for the link. So right now, homeboy, hold on. They said put the link in the chat. Right now I'm looking for the link in the chat. I don't know how to pin the link to the chat. I don't know how to do that. Trying to figure it out real quick. Let me see. It's crazy. That's crazy. Well, we go do it like we did yesterday. I'll figure that. I promise. I'll figure that. I promise. But yesterday, I seen that I didn't actually need my headphones and my microphone. And when I turned it on, it actually made things. It affected the volume. But today we're gonna talk about what needs to happen in that camp so Adrien and Deen can secure a victory. All right. Now over on my YouTube channel, I am over there. I can do reactions. I can show y'all the content that I'm talking about. What's up, nephew? I'm actually over here on my YouTube channel, S.A.S Network, right? And I'm about to pull up one of these. I'm about to pull up a few of these shorts that I recently seen Deen and AB put out, right? One of them is very touching, man. One of them is very touching. The one he did when they show when Deen and whatever dude name is, I guess he's the promoter from the Kicks Network or whatever. He gave Adrien, he gave Adrien, so he gifted him. Oh God! He gifted Adrien like a teddy bear with Coach Mike's voice in it. You know what I'm saying? It was very heartfelt. It was very heartfelt. It was very heartfelt. And I was like, that's what's up. That's what's up. They're really rocking with Adrien. That's cool, right? But it's some things that I seen in this tank, man. Y'all come over here, S.A.S Network. You can do the calling. You can call in and everything, right? We can talk about it. Let me see. Adrien Broner having the time of his life. I might have to put the headphones on so I don't get no copyright strikes. But what's pissing me off, I'm like, cause this shit it's getting on my nerves now. Hold on. Yeah, it's getting on my nerves now because ain't nobody telling this nigga nothing. Ain't nobody telling him. You know what I'm saying? And like I got love for the little nigga. I got love for him. Like I want to see him win, right? But I'm watching him set himself up for failure. And I'm watching him. I'm not seeing anybody put any fire up under him. I'm gonna show these. I'm gonna play two of these. I'm gonna play two of these shorts real quick. One of them is titled Adrien Broner pushing Deen to his limits to get him ready for boxing, right? Get him ready for his boxing.
How you more tired than me, nigga?
Let me bring it over here. Let me get it so I can bring it over here to my live, right? All right. Now, if you're all over here on my S.A.S network, see it. Hold on. Let me make some adjustments real quick. Hold on. But y'all gonna understand what I'm saying real soon. Real soon. And this ain't hate, man. Last 2 days, I ain't been doing nothing but giving him love. You know what I'm saying? And letting him know, like, nigga, go, right? But this has to be said. Check this out.
How you more tired than me, nigga?
Watching him hit the bag. Deen is on the same bag. They just tapping this, man.
I drink way more than you.
They just tapping the bag.
I'm barely breathing. Take more bag,
And
nigga.
you hear Adrien, yeah, 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 yeah. And he throwing his punches, right? He's putting out more input, like more. He's putting more energy into the sound effect than he is for the actual punches, right? Now I never got that while we're in the gym. You hear a nigga over there in the back, yeah, yeah, hey. That shit don't mean nothing. Like you ain't hitting a nigga with your sound effects. You know what I'm saying? Personally, I made it a point. I ain't about to do none of that shit. I'm just finna hit you with these motherfuckers, right? Now, all right, everybody got their own little style, their own little thing to get them. You know what I'm saying? Cool. But if I'm sitting right here watching my fighter, your sound effects is more impactful than the punches you throwing. I need to say something to you. You know what I'm saying? I need to say something to you. And Deen,
Just like that, though.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they tap in the bag. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's bullshit. Hold on, I got another one. Hold on, I got another one. Y'all go understand what I'm saying. Let me see. What's the other one? All right, let me see. I think this one right here.
Man, that's I'm like, nah.
Let's go. Right here. Hold on. Let me put this in my browser real quick. Now on this one, it's not really any action going on, right? It's not really any action. It's just, now understand my frustration. You're at camp, 45 days, you 2 days in, you got a time frame. You understand what I'm saying? You got a time frame, champ. Now, when I say what I say, I want to point this out, but when I say what I say, I pray somebody get this message, get these words to chat, right? He needs to hear this. He needs to hear this. I'm gonna play this right here, and then I'm gonna go into my spiel real quick. Hold on. Now y'all see.
Let's go. Half a mile, y'all. Stop when y'all shit said.
Let me start it over. Everybody just
Let's go.
Everybody just
half a mile, y'all.
You know what I'm saying?
Stop when y'all shit said half a mile.
I haven't seen niggas sweat yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He too fucking cool. He too cool. Like, let me see if I can find one more. I'm gonna find one.
Life is unpredictable. One thing that isn't, Spectrum fiber-powered internet.
I'm gonna find one more, cause it's a bunch of them, and they're getting on my goddamn nerves. They're getting on my nerves. I'm gonna get one more. I'm gonna do one more. Let me see. And then they lying to him, right? They lying to him. I know they lying to him from the post, from the captions on the post.
If I was in front of you and looking at you,
They not telling the nigga what he needs to be told. Let me see. Let me see if this is right here. Let me see. We go watch it. If it is, or if it's not, we go watch this one, and then I'm gonna give my spiel, my words to chat. Need to hear this.
if I was in front of you and looking at you, I just let you do that, just hit you in the middle of the head every time. You don't get off the line, get off the line. Get off the line. It's gonna hurt, but you gotta do it at the full fight, gang. Dude, you gotta do that. I don't give a fuck how tired you get. You wanna get tired of here, gang. That's the whole time. Yeah.
He's saying the right things, right? He's saying the right things. No problem with that, with what he's saying. but the work that he doing. I know it's 2 days in, right? It's 2 days in. You got 43 more days left, right? And then maybe 2 weeks after that. But this is how your training camp goes. Each week you elevate. Cool. Each week you elevate. Then you hit your peak. You want to elevate, you want to reach your peak slightly before weigh-ins, right? Before, because like the week 2 weeks out, you start winding down so your body can rejuvenate, your body can get your energy back, right? So you really only got them 45 days. If you fighting maybe 2 weeks after your 45 days, all of this shit can matter. Now, Adrien and Deen been drinking for at least 3 months. Adrien more. But from what we've been watching on Kick and on these streams and all this type shit, he been drinking and partying and fucking and staying out late and running around and doing all kind of shit for 3 weeks, right? When you go to camp, the amount of wear and tear and what you done took your body through for them 3 weeks, when you go to camp, when you start off on camp, you ain't even supposed to be able to make it through your workout. If your workouts was really, you know what I'm saying, what they was supposed to be, Twin should not be making it through his workouts. That motherfucker should be in the corner somewhere throwing up. You know what I'm saying? He should be he should be getting pushed harder. You know what I'm saying? He should be getting pushed harder. Like I'm watching him, like I said, I ain't seen a nigga sweating yet. You feel me? I ain't seen a nigga sweating yet. At camps, niggas should be suffering. Everybody in there way too cool, too goddamn happy. You know what I'm saying? And it's not camp. It's not a camp. That's not a camp. That's not a camp. You know what I'm saying? You got these outsiders popping up. He's still doing this Kick streaming thing. Cool, right? But at camp, that shit ain't going on at camp. You might have a cameraman documenting your workouts. You know what I'm saying? Some stuff like that. But it ain't about to be a whole entourage there. Your entourage don't come to camp with you. You feel me? I'm watching him train, and he looks like a guy that's already straight. He training like a nigga that's already straight. He's not hungry. I want to see that Adrien, that Twin, that AB, that on that Panda song when he was yelling at Floyd. I come from nothing. Water with cornflakes. That nigga need to be at camp. You know what I'm saying? That nigga need to be at camp. That motherfucker that was starving, that was looking at boxing like, this is the way that I'm going to get my people out of my situation. This is the route that I'm going to take to fix my life, to better to get this money. Whatever the motivational concept or the thoughts or the word that was in his head, driving him, that nigga. That ain't him. That ain't him. And he's spending too much time stepping away from what he's supposed to be doing to coach Deen. That's what the other coach is there for. If he ain't, you know what I'm saying? Make that nigga do his job. Your coach. Make your coach do his job. Adrien can't be the like I said, he can't be the top of the totem pole. He can't be. Somebody has to be there to challenge him, to tell him, nigga, you ain't threw a punch in the last 45 seconds. What the fuck is you doing? You understand what I'm saying? Somebody need to check this nigga. You training, this ain't the amateurs. You saying all of this shit, but you ain't, where's the intensity? You know what I'm saying? Where's the hunger? Where's the where is it? You know what I'm trying to say. Where the fuck is it at? I ain't seeing it, Twin. And listen, that don't look nothing like Millville. That don't look nothing like the gym you come from. Them little niggas, you come from a gym where everybody fire. Everybody, a nigga fall, you can trip over niggas that'll beat your ass. These little young niggas is nut. I'm talking about fire. You know what I'm saying? Everybody you around, you better than. You know what I'm saying? That's hurting you. that's hurting you. Maybe it's just the beginning of the camp though. Right, that hunger. We need to see that hunger. Like I said, the little nigga that told Floyd, I come from nothing. Floyd, water with water on my cornflakes, nigga. He need to come. He need to. That dude need to get back in, and he need to pop up at camp. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching him, and I'm getting like too many days. You don't have too many days to get back into the swing of things. You can't come to the gym and go through the motions. Go through the motions before you get to practice. You know what I'm saying? While you still back there in your room, whatever, and you wake up before you hit your road work, or go through the motions while you jogging. When you go in the gym, nigga, you should be giving 100, not 70, because tomorrow I'm gonna pick it up. No, you leave everything in that ring that day. You feel me? I ain't seen a nigga sweat. He's doing his ad work. Way to go. We seen his belly drop a little bit. Cool. Fuck that. You ain't fighting a nigga with your belly. Your hands ain't moving. Your hands ain't moving. You know what I'm saying? When you shadow boxing, when you practicing, I said this yesterday, when you practicing, you're building your instinctive response. What I'm saying? When like a nigga rock you, and you gotta get yourself together while he's still trying to get you, while he's still trying to put you down. What you do instinctively, without even thinking about it. If you train with your left hand, your hand, everybody train like this. Everybody train like this. You know what I'm saying? Pick your goddamn hands up. You ain't that good. You not that good. That's why your ass got slapped, right? And you shouldn't. They need to stop treating him like the 4-time, 5-time champ, whatever the fuck he is. They need to stop approaching him like that. And they need to, you know what footage we'll be watching? That fight he lost to that, I think it was the last one or the last two where he lost to the nobody. We'll be watching that every goddamn day. These are the mistakes that you don't need to make no more. You feel me? These mistakes. Don't be watching. They made him a highlight reel of his prime where he putting people down and he knocking niggas out. Cool. That's what's up. But them ain't the state. You want to get some you want to build some motivation where you can, some reminiscing a little bit about what you used to do and all of that type stuff. Cool. You can spend some time on that. But when you go watch the game tapes, you watch that fight where that nigga put your ass down. A dude who wasn't even supposed to be able to touch you. You watch that tape. You know what I'm saying? You watch that one over and over and over and over and over. So you can see like, damn, when I had my hand down right there, that's how he hit me with that right hand. When I made that slit, I came up with my hands down. I wasn't moving my head right there. You know what I'm saying? I should have threw an uppercut. I threw a hook. You know what I'm saying? I should have worked more right here. You feel me? You make those adjustments. And you go in and this is a tell him. Nuke, you on here. Slick, you on here. Y'all go watch this shit. I know this go cross y'all page. Tell the nigga. Y'all in his inboxes. I'm pretty sure y'all got relationships with him. Call him, tell him, chant. Shake that shit off. We work harder than that. I know he's the inspiration in the gym, right? But you gotta focus. You gotta focus on what you doing. Let them niggas look over and pick it up from what you doing. You know what I'm saying? This nigga ain't through. Like this nigga went 2.5 rounds punching consistently. I'm trying. Consistently. Real shots. Not this. All of that shit. Like this is the problem. This is the problem. Even on the hand pads. All that stuff that they doing in practice, they're not going to get into the ring and do that on fight night. When you see him, even with Floyd, they get this shit from Floyd when they doing the hand pass and he's slipping and it's going past him and he's doing all of that. He don't get in the ring and do that. If he got in the ring and did that, oh my God. Oh my God, it'll be amazing. You understand what I'm saying? But the nigga get in the ring, he clumsy, falling, he throwing punches, he falling into the opponent. His opponent falling into him, they hugging. It's a whole bunch of clumsy amateurish looking skill. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I got the right to say this. I come from a cloth of technical skill. Technical skill. That's why we was beating out. That's why we got the reputation that we got. You feel me? The Winter Terrace Boxing Gym, Mr. Bush kids, Bush boys. You know what I'm saying? These niggas will fuck you up. Young boys. You know what I'm saying? These niggas will whoop your ass because we come from a cloth of technical skill. It wasn't about how loud your ass could be when you hitting the bag. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? How well can you hit this guy 6 times, slip the 2 punches, he go throw at you, and still be close enough to counter without losing your balance? Can you do that? If they start showing us the sparring sessions, these niggas gonna be clumsy, falling all over the place. You know what I'm saying? You need to shake that shit off, champ. You better than that. This right here, you better than this. 2 days in. I don't care about your beer belly. I don't care about how long it been since you've been active. I don't care about your hiatus. I don't care about none of that shit. You get in there. If you only got 30, 45 minutes of going to a level of perfection, then that's what you give me. And then we'll build on top of that. If you only got 30 minutes of extreme pressure, give me that 30 minutes of extreme pressure, then I'm going to push you after that. You don't go in this motherfucking take it easy. You don't go in this motherfucking go and be light. Coach need to tell him, your coach ain't shit. Your coach, that nigga in there, he ain't doing his goddamn job. He ain't doing his job. While you all that time you stepping away talking to Deen, somebody need to be talking to you at the same. Somebody need to be talking to you, nigga. You ain't the coach. You the talent. You need respectfully. You need a coach, nigga. You need a coach, not somebody to just hold the pass. You need somebody to tell you what you're doing wrong, how you can do it better, what you need to stop doing, where you slacking at, where you slipping at, what your vulnerability is. You need somebody to point these flaws out to you, out practice, not somebody to just sit in the corner and wait for you to get done with your shadow boxes so they can hold the pads for you. That's not a coach. Coach Mike ain't do that. Coach Mike will hold the pads for 47 little niggas. But at the same time, while he working and doing his little thing, he'll see a little nigga on the bag and yell clean across the gym. Pick your goddamn hands up. Work. You ain't do nothing in 2 minutes. You just tapping the bag, walking around it. Listen, when you go to practice with the mentality. What's up, baby? Here I come. Right, I'm gonna leave you with this. When you go to practice, you have to go to practice like you're preparing to fight the baddest motherfucker on the planet. You can't carry your hands low when you fighting the baddest motherfucker on the planet. You cannot not move your head when you fighting the baddest motherfucker on the planet. You can't punch 1 and 2 at a time. You got to throw 5s and 6s. You got to slip 4s and 5s. You got to have a body attack. You got to have consistent pressure when you fighting the baddest motherfucker on the planet. You ain't the baddest motherfucker on the planet. You about to fight him. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're supposed to be. That's how you're supposed to be carrying yourself. And those is my words. Y'all pass that message to this nigga and tell him it's all in love. Safe and sucker free.